Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Mikael and this is what I learned today. Today, we're going to dive into the rich and complex past of Syria, one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited regions. From its ancient origins to its modern struggles, Syria's story is one of resilience, culture, and influence. Let's dig in. Syria, situated along the eastern Mediterranean, holds some of the earliest evidence of human habitation. Archaeological discoveries indicate that humans lived here over 700,000 years ago. By 3000 BC, cities like Ebla rose to prominence. The ruins of Ebla have yielded thousands of clay tablets detailing ancient trade, religion, and governance. Throughout history, Syria became a crossroad for major civilizations. The Egyptians, Sumerians, Babylonians, Assyrians, and Hittites all left their mark here. By the time of the Romans, Syria was a thriving hub of trade and culture. Damascus, its capital, has been continuously inhabited since antiquity and is famously tied to the Apostle Paul's transformative vision on the road to Damascus. Following the fall of the Roman Empire, Syria became part of the Byzantine Empire until Muslim armies conquered the region in 637 AD. Damascus briefly became the capital of the Islamic Caliphate, ushering in a golden age of science, art, and culture. By the 16th century, the Ottoman Empire absorbed Syria, providing stability for nearly 400 years. After World War I, the Sykes-Picot Agreement divided Ottoman lands, placing Syria under French control. National movements such as the Great Syrian Revolt of 1925 to 1927 marked the people's resistance against foreign rule. Syria gained independence in 1946, beginning a new era. Pop quiz. Which empire ruled Syria for nearly 4 centuries before the Sykes-Picot Agreement? Which empire ruled Syria for nearly 400 years before the Sykes-Picot Agreement? You got it? You got it? The Ottoman Empire. Well done if you got it right. Let's continue. Post-independence, Syria struggled with political instability. In 1970, Hafez al-Assad rose to power, focusing on military strength at the cost of economic growth. After his death in 2000, his son, Bashar al-Assad, assumed control. Early hopes for reform under his leadership were dashed as his regime tightened its grip on power. The Arab Spring in 2011 sparked nationwide protests that devolved into a brutal civil war. Cities were destroyed, over 11 million people displaced, and numerous factions became involved, further complicating resolution efforts. Pop quiz. What major global event sparked protests in Syria in 2011? What major global event sparked protests in Syria in 2011? I just said it. That's right. The Arab Spring. Good job. Here we go. Syria's location has always linked east and west, with cities like Aleppo and Palmyra thriving as centers of ancient trade. Modern Syria remains geopolitically significant, influencing regional dynamics. Its alliances with countries like Russia and Iran and tensions with neighbors such as Turkey and Israel shape its complex political landscape. As of December 2024, Syria faces a turning point. Rebel forces led by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, or HTS, and the Turkish-backed Syrian National Army, SNA, have captured Aleppo and Hama, 2 key cities. Their offensive has placed Damascus under their control, forcing Bashar al-Assad to flee to Moscow. The geopolitical implications of this rebellion are significant. Let's start with Iran. The loss of Syria threatens its axis of resistance, disrupting supply routes and weakening Iran's influence. The Arab states. Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, or the UAE, recently reconciled with Assad, now face a dilemma over how to respond to his weakened regime. In Israel, while benefiting from Iran's weakened presence, Israel must contend with HTS and Islamic factions hostile to its interests. In Russia, distracted by its war in Ukraine, Russia's ability to support Assad is diminished, jeopardizing its influence in the Middle East. And in Turkey, supporting the SNA aligns with its goals of reducing Kurdish influence and creating a buffer zone along its border. However, this complicates Turkey's potential reconciliation with Assad. The rapid advances of the rebels have reshaped Syria's conflict, presenting both opportunities and risk for stabilities. 5 key takeaways. Ancient significance. Syria is one of the oldest inhabited regions, with cities like Elbla and Damascus playing key roles in early civilization. Cultural crossroads. As a historic bridge between the East and West, Syria has been influenced by empires and religions throughout its history. Modern struggles. The ongoing conflict since 2011 has devastated Syria, displacing millions and reshaping its geopolitical role. Global importance. Syria's alliance and conflicts directly impact global powers like Russia, Iran, and Turkey, as well as its neighboring states. Uncertain future. The current rebel advances offer both challenges and opportunities, emphasizing the need for a coordinated and peaceful resolution. Listen, Syria's story is one of resilience and transformation. From its ancient beginnings to its modern trials, it remains a symbol of endurance and cultural richness. As the world watches its evolving situation, the importance of unity, diplomacy, and hope cannot be overstated. Thank you for joining me today, guys, through Syria's past and present. I hope you learned something, because I did as well. I'm Mikael, and this is what I learned today. Bye.